cheering. I don't care. I mean, I was so sick of that show. I was cheering last episode. Yeah, it's glad I didn't watch it. I was just cheering with her. It was going off.
We just think people need to start looking a little bit beyond their television sets. Go on the Internet. There's plenty of truth tellers on the Internet. In the political circles, Sherry, I'm sure you're in many of them.
And even more so than that, leave your house and do something.
That's right. You guys can do that with your books, because I know a lot of people say, you know, when people have knowledge, and I'm working on a book myself coming out pretty soon, and they want it in book form because there's a lot of people that don't like the computer.
Yeah.
And so you guys can even reach, you're reaching further people with even all your information.
Yeah. Well,
I looked through your books. They have a ton of information.
Yeah, we have what we think are about the best books out there on 9/11 plus other subjects. And, if you just go to wingtv.net, click on the bookstore link, or right beside that there's also a chapbook link.
Our chapbooks are 48 pages long. They're fast to read, and they're on subjects that you won't see reported on in the mainstream media.
I wonder if I was just getting on the computer now or just waking up wanting to know what's going on, your books would be the best ones to read because they just kind of take you through everything.
I agree.
Oh, yeah. They pretty much cover the spectrum, and we're getting more all the time. We have independent writers who write these books all across the country.
So what's your next project? Because I know people like you, when you start writing and you start doing, you just keep going.
Yeah. Well, I have a chapbook coming out probably within a month, maybe 2 months or so, and it'd be right up your alley. It's called Eden and Atlantis.
Oh, there you go.
And it's about how mankind was created in this cycle. And it touches a little bit upon reincarnation and also, social conditioning and so forth. And it, touches upon Edgar Casey a little bit. And I know when it comes out, I'll definitely fire a copy your way.
Oh, sure, great. I'd love to read it. I like that's what I like being a host, to get everybody's stuff.
Yeah, we do too.
I'm kind of on crunch time because I think a lot of things could happen this September, this month, and just trying to get my own stuff done.
Oh, I know.
Just to ensure that it gets done.
Yeah, we're always juggling countless things here, so we have full, long days.
So is Wing TV going to be a long-term project here? Is this something that's going to be pretty long-term for you guys?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
as long as we can.
Yeah, I mean, we're always glad when Friday comes because we take Saturday and Sunday off, but then by Monday we're tearing it to bit to get back at it and back in front of the camera again.
Because you're driving each other crazy on the 2 days you're off, aren't you?
Oh, no, I mean, there's so much that we want to say that, by Monday we're ready to go at it again. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice to sit back and take a break, and then you're like killing yourself because you had too much to do to begin with to take a break.
Well, and in the course of 2 days' time, so much can happen that you can't even cover it on a Monday show.
And see, normal TV news brass, because I was into TV and radio news, those are rainy day stories. Mondays.
Yeah.
Mondays are terrible. But the thing with the Internet and everything is everything happens so fast.
And the best thing is we can send it all over the world in just a few clicks.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
The Internet, I don't know if you guys go through your stats, but you get these countries that I put translation stuff on my site.
Well, we used to have that kind of stuff on our old site with Babbel, but right now we don't care if we're just broadcasting to one person or a million. We just want to get the word out there, and we know people are watching because we're getting a lot of feedback.
And you need the donations to keep that bandwidth. I know it costs. It starts costing a lot of money, so if people are out there listening, support these people that are working their butts off to get you the information because, there's a lot of expenses involved with this kind of thing, with bandwidth and the Internet.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have a hit count now because the way we see it is, where Lisa said, we wouldn't care if one person watches or a million because we're going to do the same show we do anyways. So, we don't get wrapped up in the advertising or any of that stuff, and we just, tell people if you want to see people that are telling the truth, tune into Wing TV.
We figure there's got to be some people out there that are willing to stand up and tell the truth, and we know we're not the only ones.
Right, and word gets around, and it gets around. There's a lot of Americans in all these different countries. I get visits from countries I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
I think I'm viewed in like 114 countries.
Wow.
On our website.
Yeah, we get emails from all over the world. It's amazing how Wing TV can reach all the way over to the other side of the planet.
They're amazed that there's somebody in America telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of amazed too.
they're shocked and amazed because we used to make fun of the Russians all the time. In fact, it was just like the Russians are this and that and bad. Now they're doing the same to us. They have more freedom of speech than we do.
I know.
Their media is telling the truth more than ours are.
Yeah.
If you want real truth, you go to the BBC or Pravda. Find out what Americans doing.
Even, I don't even know about the BBC too much, but yeah, there's
Asia Times.
Yeah, there's truth out there. It's just if people want it, they have to take the time and the effort to go out and find it.
Right. So tell us about anything else that you want to bring up. There's about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I guess all we can say is don't be afraid. That's the biggest message we always try to hammer home is to people out there is don't be afraid, because if they, and we mean the people in power, if they can see the fear in your eyes, they have you.
Absolutely. You can listen to your radio stations. I know there are some independent broadcasters that are saying they're monitoring you on the radio in your car. Listen to the stations you want to listen to. They don't care what songs you're listening to.
Yeah. And, it drives us crazy when we hear these fearmongers out there telling, just making people like turtles huddled up in their own shells, and we do just the opposite, Don't be afraid of anything. Go out there and just say what you want to say, and that's the only chance we have.
Fight for your freedom before you lose it.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa and Victor, thanks a lot for being with me tonight.
Thank you, Sherry.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Sherry.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, take care.
Have a good night.
You too. Next week, I'm going to be speaking with myself. I'm going to take some calling questions. Didn't schedule a guest because it's time to just go through a lot of my own notes, my own information on some of the stuff coming up for this month. Tune in next week at 10 p.m. I'll see you next week. Good night. God bless.
This is the Reality Radio Network on Telstar 5 Transponder 5 and on the internet at realityradionetwork.com.